Have you ever felt the sting of a broken promise? The cold silence that follows a lie? Have you ever wondered if a bond, once shattered, could ever truly be whole again? This isn't just a story. It's a journey into the heart of betrayal and the difficult, often painful path back to connection. We're going to explore what it really takes to rebuild what's been broken, to witness the incredible strength it takes to forgive, and to see how the human spirit can find its way back to redemption. So, take a deep breath and let's begin. Imagine a world built on solid ground, a relationship where every word is a brick laid with care, creating a shelter of safety and understanding. This was their world. A friendship, a partnership, a family bonded, doesn't matter which. It was a place of comfort, of knowing. Then the lie came. It wasn't a loud explosion. It was more like a tremor, a single crack that spiderwebbed through the entire foundation. The before was a memory of laughter and easy confidence. The after was a landscape of shock and disbelief. The one who was deceived felt the ground give way beneath them, questioning everything they thought they knew. The one who told the lie watched the world they helped build crumble, perhaps from fear, perhaps from a single moment of weakness. The immediate aftermath was a deafening silence. A distance grew, not measured in miles, but in unspoken words and averted eyes. The damage felt absolute, a chasm too wide to cross. The initial shock eventually faded, but it was replaced by something more insidious. The unseen scars. For the person betrayed, a constant, low-hemming anxiety set in. Every interaction was now filtered through a lens of suspicion. A late text, a vague answer, things that once meant now felt like potential aftershocks. It was exhausting, living with a heart that had become guarded, a fortress built to prevent another wound. For the one who broke the trust, the weight of their action was a constant companion. They saw the pain in the other's eyes and felt a deep, gnawing self-doubt. Am I a bad person? Can I ever be trusted again? Every attempt to connect felt clumsy, fraught with the memory of their failure. The lie lived on, not as an active deception, but as a ghost haunting every room, magnifying every small misunderstanding into a potential catastrophe. Both were trapped, isolated by the same event, but experiencing its long-term toll in profoundly different and lonely ways. Days split into weeks, maybe even months, with the chasm between them seemingly fixed. But then, a flicker. A tiny, fragile glimmer of hope. It wasn't a grand gesture. It was something small, almost imperceptible. Maybe it was a simple, honest text. I miss you. Maybe it was a shared memory that brought a sad, fleeting smile. Or maybe it was one person simply deciding they were tired of the weight, tired of the anger, and taking one courageous, terrifying step toward the other. This was the turning point. It was the moment the desire to mend, however faint, outweighed the instinct to protect oneself from more hurt. It required an immense vulnerability to offer that olive branch, knowing it could be swatted away, takes incredible strength. To accept it, knowing you could be hurt again, takes a leap of faith that feels almost impossible. But in that one fragile moment, a new path began to form, not back to the way things were, but towards something new. That first glimmer of hope was just the beginning of a long, arduous climb. Rebuilding trust isn't a single event. It's a process, a daily commitment. It's the active work of showing up day after day. It meant having the hard conversations, the ones where voices might shake and tears might fall. It meant listening, truly listening, without interruption or defense. For the one who had lied, it meant demonstrating change through consistent action, not just words. It was about being where you said you'd be, doing what you said you'd do, and being transparent even when it was uncomfortable. There were setbacks. Of course, moments of doubt would creep in. An old insecurity would flare up, and for a second, it felt like they were right back at the bottom of the mountain. But the difference now was the commitment. Instead of retreating into silence, they talked about it. They learned to navigate these moments without letting the past completely derail the present. Patience became their most valuable tool. A quiet understanding that healing isn't a straight line. It's a messy, winding path up a mountain, with progress measured not in giant leaps, but in small, steady steps. Slowly, painstakingly, they reached a new summit, and what they discovered there was surprising. The trust they had rebuilt felt different. It wasn't the naive, untested trust of the before. It was stronger, more resilient, forged in the fires of honesty and forgiveness. It was a trust that had looked into the abyss and chosen to climb out together. The shared vulnerability, the difficult conversations, the patient soul of it had woven a new, deeper connection between them. They had seen each other at their worst and chosen to stay. The scars of the betrayal didn't vanish. They remained not as sources of pain, but as reminders of their capacity to hurt, but more importantly, of their incredible capacity to heal. Looking towards the future, there was a quiet confidence. The road ahead was not guaranteed to be easy, but they now knew they had the tools to navigate it. They had learned that redemption is possible, that broken things can be mended, and that sometimes the most beautiful connections are the ones we choose to rebuild. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this story resonated with you, please consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories that explore the depths of the human heart. Your support means the world. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.